Wow, 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 wow. I love this thing. So just in case I was in any way unclear there at the beginning, this has been an absolutely amazing piece of kit for me to use. I am really loving this new audio interface. So it is the Tascam DR60D Mk11, and it is a fantastic little recording device. So much so that actually I couldn't even bring myself to record onto anything else now that I've used this. I just love it so much. So I am recording this now on this device while I'm showing it to you. This audio is literally coming off my shotgun mic just up here. XLR straight in, nothing else, job done. It is so good. Rather than me just telling you how good it is, maybe I should just tell you why I think it's so good. Might be a bit more useful for you. So first of all, it's got a couple of XLR inputs on here, so they're proper, nearly dropped it, proper full-size XLRs on here. So we've got two XLRs, and in fact they're combi jacks, so you can use a jack input on there as well if you wanted to. And those two XLRs are entirely independent. You've got two little volume controls on the front there, so you can adjust those. So they give you two completely independent mic input channels which you can use, which is really useful. Anybody who's doing any kind of video work, you'll know that if you're ever doing any kind of interview or something like that, having the ability to be able to plug two microphones in is really helpful. But it's actually a 4-channel recorder. The final 2 channels come in off a little stereo mini jack connector in here. I'm not entirely sure why you would want that, because a mini jack isn't going to give you all that much benefit really, except for possibly if you had a little sub mixer with a stereo output that you could bring in on a mini jack, and then you could put in some extra mics on that. Beyond that, I can't really see why you would want that little connector on there. It's the one downside. I just think I don't really see the point of that myself. But maybe you can see some value in that, and maybe that'll be useful for you. For me, it's the XLR inputs. And they are brilliant XLR inputs. The mic preamps on this are fantastic. They are so clean. Well, look, just listen to this. The only thing I can hear in here right now, and I don't know if this is coming across, but there's my clock on the wall that's just ticking away gently over there. Don't know whether you could hear that. Beyond that, they are pretty much silent. And it's been really great that I know that I can run this a little bit down. One downside that I have found to it is the display on the front is a little bit slow to react to audio, so it can be a little bit difficult to know exactly how high your audio levels are going. So in order to not clip and not peak the signal out, I tend to just pull it back a little bit, but I know that the audio coming out of this is so clear I can boost it quite happily later on and not have to worry about any excess noise. So it's really great. I love how clean and how crisp the audio is coming off this little box. The other really useful features it has is it's got a link out that you can link back into your camera. So again, out on a mini jack, and if your camera's got a mini jack kind of microphone input port, you can just get a mini jack lead, connect it in, so you can take the feed off this, so the feed off your main mic, and feed it back onto your camera. Now the preamps and the electric circuitry in your camera is probably still not going to be quite as good as this, but for a backup recording, that works really well. So you can use this as your primary recording, but if this fails for any reason, it's going to back it up onto the camera, and it won't be quite as good, but it's going to be fairly good. It's fairly close to what you'll get off this. So you can do that as a kind of an extra way of just making sure you've definitely got this audio captured. It's got headphones out with its own volume control. It's got input controls on all the inputs. It's got limiters, and it's quite a reasonable limiter on there actually. So even if you do end up peaking the signal and it hits that limiter, actually it's not so nasty that actually the audio ends up unusable. You can hit that limiter and it still sound okay. So let's demo that limiter. So if I take the volume control on here and I start to turn this up and up and up and up and up and up and up, I'm going to take it all the way up to the top, so apologies if this gets a bit loud. So this is now right up to the top and I can really speak out, and the clip light is coming on here, so this is hitting the limiter. But hopefully, as you can hear here, it's still usable audio. This is hitting the limiter, it's still hitting the limiter. Hopefully that is something that is still usable. So it's okay. It's a very usable tool and something that makes this quite a flexible thing to be able to use. I find the menu system pretty clear and pretty simple, nice and easy to navigate. It's got a big jog wheel on the front to help you navigate through that fairly quickly and easily. It's got mounting points on the bottom, so you can mount this onto a tripod, and in fact it's got a camera mount on the top as well, so you can stick your camera on top of this, stick the whole thing on top of the tripod, and you can keep the whole lot all together. Quite nice simple controls on the front, all very clear, very self-explanatory, very easy to run. The power supply is in the back and it runs off 4 AA batteries, so again, nice convenient power source. Generally you're going to find AA's everywhere. You can run this off rechargeable batteries, so if you wanted to just have a set of batteries that you charge up and use just for this, then you can do that. Another kind of minor downside to this is that the body is all made of plastic, so you do need to be a bit careful with it. I think if you were to drop this on the floor, it would probably crack the body fairly easily, so do just go steady with it. I would say probably it is well worth mounting it on a tripod normally, or at least keeping it on like a shelf or something if you're in a building, because yeah, it does feel a little bit fragile and a little bit like if I drop this on the floor, it probably wouldn't like it very much. It has a switch on there, so you can switch between line level, mic level, and also phantom power, so you can turn it on to give phantom power on as well, so it can provide phantom power for microphones. Although obviously if you're going to use phantom power, that's going to drain the batteries a bit quicker. So you might find that your battery's running out a bit faster if you're doing it that way. Basically, ultimately, it's got everything that you're going to need to record some really good quality audio. A little while ago, I put out a video called Bad Audio versus Bad Video, or something like that. And the idea of that video was to demonstrate how important good, clear audio is to making videos. And if you want to do that, if you want to up your game in the audio level of your video production, then this is a device I would definitely say take a look at, because it is just so nice. It is so good, crisp, clear audio. And if you want to up your audio quality, this box is going to do that for you, no problem. So that's about all I had to say on this, really. As I say, great unit, great device, fully recommend this. And I have no hesitations whatsoever in saying, go and get yourselves one of these, because it really will help you. It really will make life so much easier and your videos so much better if you can get some good quality audio like this. So nice quick little video for today. Hopefully that's been helpful for you. As always, please like and subscribe and share and all those things. It'd be really helpful for me if you could do that. And take care, stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.